Hey everybody, welcome to our warped world again. Yes, due to my mistake, we have to talk to Jamie again.
So sorry.
Welcome to our warped world from the fire pit. We're finally outside around the fire. Mark's with us, Kayla's with us, and once again our special guest, Jamie. Hi, Jamie.
Hi.
How's it going? Get off your phone now. We're working.
I have my list of things to talk about. I am prepared.
So now
it's the first guest that's trying to be prepared on our show.
I know, it's crazy.
Take two.
So now it's been a month.
We had Dr. Weed. He wasn't prepared. Oh, okay.
Oh, look at people with our. Wait till next episode.
We have a fan.
We have it on.
All right. So now it's been a month. What's been going on with you, Mark?
A month.
Jeez.
Dear God.
Did we do anything?
I'm that much closer to death? I did nothing. I did not do a thing. I ordered more stuff for the Christmas party and everything's done.
Let's hit that briefly. We have committed to the live show on November 19th from Mark's Christmas party.
From 7 to 7:15.
Yeah. I thought we said 9 to 9:15. Anyway, we are doing a live show on Facebook Live, so look for that.
We are.
All sorts of zaniness.
Well, we hope so. There'll be hopefully 85 people here. We get 5-6 interviews. It'll be fun. And
Sure.
again, if they share it with their mom and dads, oh, you were so great on that podcast. You know,
Well, we're gonna
you
play.
kids have such a fun time.
We're gonna play some games, have some Christmas
Festivity.
Christmas fun.
We hope so, and we have to
Kayla
judge
looks
that
like
dumb
she's hating her
contest.
life.
Yeah, Kayla's already hated her life. She's already quit before we even got started.
She did this morning.
So
or this afternoon.
if you all tune in for when Kayla quits, she already did. Please collect your bets now.
I keep on getting those severance requests too, and I'm like, you're not. There's nothing coming. I mean, you can hold your breath, but
Kayla, you had anything the last couple weeks?
I can't even remember what has happened in the last couple of weeks. I feel like there was a lot.
You did go to a concert.
I know that. I went kamikaze down to Prescott Valley very last minute to go see Cole Swindell in concert. So that was fun, and somehow that worked out.
I just like saying Cole Swindell.
Cole Swindell.
Cole
Swiffer.
Swindell.
Cole Swiffer.
And then I can't remember. The only other thing that I can think of that happened was the Country Thunder lineup. We talked that heavily about that in the episode that we'll never see the
Never
lineup.
No,
be
we're
aired.
talking about Country Thunder lineup today.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just trying to remember all the stuff that I said last time.
This is
because
a
it was
redo.
So great. So Country Thunder liner
Yep.
Dun-dun-dun.
Yep.
lineup came out a couple weeks ago, so that was fun. We got Luke.
Well,
Bryan.
no, we're gonna hit that at the end.
Oh, I wish you would tell me this shit so I can prepare. But all right, fuck me.
All right. Well, my big news that we'll let go now is I am on day 400 and something without a cigarette. No, day 4 without a cigarette.
48 hours.
I hate everybody.
Same.
Mark's gonna get
That's
hurt.
Maybe I need a cigarette.
That's,
Mark's gonna get hurt by the end of the night.
I'm sitting between them.
Yeah. No, that's my big news. Other than my football games and usual stuff. Joey and I went to Crown King a couple weeks ago. Never been in 40 years in Phoenix and never been to Crown King. I thought that was kind of odd.
did you really miss anything though?
No, I missed
mean,
nothing.
that's
I had a.
They have the one bar that I always go to. Down in
There's
Grand
2
King.
bars up there now.
Oh, is
I
it? They've
had
expanded.
Yeah, I had a
My
very-
God.
a very
Wow.
dry Philly cheesesteak, and the Coors Light was okay.
Well, you don't go to Crown King to go get good food
I know, I
unless
know.
you want rabbit or
I had
squirrel. or
never been
something.
there.
Can I get the squirrel over easy, please?
Scorpion.
Where
Scorpion
even
Rock.
is Crown King?
It's a little dry tonight.
Crown King
Yeah.
is about 20 miles off of the I-17, between Lake Pleasant and the I-17. Up in the mountain is Crown King.
So which way did you drive up?
I drove off the 17. My truck would not make it from the lake. That's for damn sure.
So how did you pass by the town that's for sale up there?
Yeah. What's that town called?
I don't know.
We could rename it if we bought it.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I thought
Our warped city. We could,
Oh
my
we could have our own city, guys.
I
Come
thought
on.
we could
Let's call it Warp City.
hit
It'd be
a
awesome.
mark for that.
Hey, let's start a GoFundMe for. Let's buy it. Let's all own our own.
Why don't we just
city.
go through your couch cushions? We'll find it there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if it's we could probably buy it for what, 10 grand? What's it on
No,
sale
I
for?
think it's on sale for like
8 million?
$8 million.
We can do it.
Okay, but first you have to buy Kayla the snow machine.
Yeah.
You're changing. At least you're going down because I don't have to have the live guy here.
No.
Freaking, I mean, it's just
We're not even going to talk about that.
okay.
But if we're buying a city, I want my snow.
We're on.
So yes, if I sound grouchy, it's because I quit smoking. Other than that, nothing really crazy going on for me.
Imagine that. Wow.
Jamie, tell us something fun from your life.
Oh, well, I mean, I got a new job. And
That's
I'm-
right.
Applause button. That's
Right.
got to come on. The applause button.
button's too far away.
Oh my God! Really? That was just.
That was like-
He's still learning, everybody, on how to work that applause button.
Well,
so.
it was just a small.
Yeah,
applause.
she's learning. He's doing okay.
And I'm cold, so
You're cold.
I am.
Go closer to the fire.
It's
I am-
70 degrees outside.
It's
I am
70
a
degrees.
lizard.
We got
I
a
missed-
roaring fire, and you're cold.
I missed the 100-degree weather already.
Oh no, this is the.
How can you
perfect
miss the
weather.
first episode of Fireside Chats?
This is
It's-
why Jamie and I could never live together
Fireside-
because I would freeze her ass out every freaking moment.
Yeah,
That is
Yes,
true.
like you and your mother did freeze your father out.
but this is why we're in air. It's Fireside Chat time.
I
For the
love it.
next
Fireside
4 or
chat.
5 months, we'll be
We got to come up with something better than fireside chat.
I would like you guys to know that there is no
Fire
s'mores
Chat.
here.
Fire Chat.
All right, we're going a little off the rails here. All right, so Jamie,
Yes,
you follow the Dave Ramsey
I do.
journey.
Yep.
philosophy or
So I
such.
started 2018, and with I don't know, $712,000 in debt.
$712,000.
No,
I was gonna say,
$100,000
what
in
the
debt.
fuck did you buy that I didn't know about?
She had a fun party, man. That would have been great.
Jesus.
Yep. And as of earlier this
Nope.
year, I am consumer debt free.
Consumer debt free.
What
so
does that mean?
Are you renting right now?
Yeah, I'm in an apartment.
Okay, so you have no
I'm
debt. You
debt,
have no
yeah.
debt.
Yep.
Wow. So tell us without going into too much detail about the Dave Ramsey plan,
Kool-Aid.
but tell us how your journey. Was it difficult? Was it easy? Was it fun? Was it sucked?
So
Did you eat beans and rice?
Mark will get into this later, but
Well, let's
So I was-
save the other
Jim's
streams
teasing you.
Yeah.
other
Jim's
streams
teasing
of
everybody.
income.
So I was a typical millennial and had all sorts of debt. Anything that you could buy on credit, I did. I think I had 3 or 4 credit cards and car payment up the wazoo, and decided to buy my first house with my ex. And of course, in order to buy my house, we need to buy a truck so we can move into the house. And it was then that I realized that we did not account for the gas in the truck. And this was, back in 2018, where gas was actually a decent price,
Right.
and we were still overdrafting our account. So, decided to do something about that because that was ridiculous.
So how did you find out about Dave Ramsey?
So I was talking to my ex about overdrafting the accounts, and he was I get these really elaborate, get rich quick schemes, and he was good. He said, if you can get on this plan and keep it up for X amount of months, then I will join you. So
Okay.
I, hand wrote our budget for the first time in forever. And
All right, but did you hear Dave Ramsey on radio? See
no,
his book in the
so I
bookstore?
started canceling the subscriptions, and I canceled Audible, and I had 2 credits left, and you had to spend those credits in order to cancel Audible, or you lost them. So I was just kind of going through the For You Audible section, and Dave Ramsey's books popped up. And it kind of, was like, oh, well, I'm trying to get out of debt. He's a debt person. So
Oh.
the
Makes sense,
stars
makes sense.
aligned.
Oh my God, Dave Ramsey came into
Okay.
my life. Oh my
Okay, so
God.
you got Dave Ramsey's books,
Yep.
and he's got some sort of 12-step program or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do
7
we call it?
steps.
It's AA. That's what I say.
All right, again, not going into too much detail. So you start with
So,
step one's paying off the baby debts, right?
Step 1 is the baby emergency fund.
Okay.
Step 2 is consumer debt.
Okay.
So,
That's your credit cards.
yep, credit cards,
Okay.
cars,
So,
student loans.
As you're trying to pay all
loans.
this stuff, and you're not frivolously spending money on
Yep.
snow machines and
Yeah, exactly.
Live reindeer.
Ooh,
the
you got a
stuff
dirty look
Mark
over
buys,
there.
the stuff Mark buys on a whim.
Yes. yeah.
Was that hard? Was it eating beans and rice? Was it did your life change a whole lot?
So yes and no. I did have to say no to Kayla a lot more often, which she was not happy
She's rough
about.
to say no to.
She is. I love her.
Bullshit. You said no real quick.
No, one snow guy, and I'm freaking
And
the bad
he
dude.
said no so far. Give it time.
Yeah. Another more drinks. Yeah.
And I had to be a little bit more disciplined, especially with the budget. And it was all in all, it was changing the mindset of spend your money, not your credit.
Okay.
And having the money in the bank account and watching it go away was a little harder than I would like to admit. But at the end of it all, I love my bank account now.
Nice, very nice. Okay, so again, step 2 was consumer credit,
Yep.
and I assume there's
So yeah, rest
very
of the steps,
quickly what are the
rest of the steps is like prepare for your kids' college if you're a nice parent and want to pay for
Step
your
7, make amends to everybody that you did wrong. Yes.
so
Step 8 is start buying Kayla what she wants.
Yes.
You told her no.
and then invest in yourself and invest in your retirement and then pay off your house early.
And step 12 is you live in a box.
No, that's step 1.
You
That's step
know,
1.
And you're just right there.
I thought
that
and
was
you're not allowed,
acceptance.
what step would you say you're at?
I would say I'm step 6.
And what is step 6?
Well, it would be pay off your house early, but I'm saving up for a house.
You have 6 more steps to go on this shit?
No, I'm done.
You're done. So it
I'm
took
done.
You
you
just said you were on step 6.
it took you 6 steps to become debt free. You owe nothing on anything.
Yep, correct.
So all you have is your electric bill, cable bill,
Yep.
whatever.
Yep.
No, your
Utilities.
car's paid off.
Yep.
And now you did sell your house.
I did, yes.
Okay.
So that helped.
It did.
So that
Okay.
did you-
I mean, that
Okay,
helped.
so you-
And when I won the lottery, I mean,
okay,
Dave
yeah,
Ramsey
yeah.
was absolutely right.
We can get into
Pay off everything and you're happy.
We can get into why I sold my house, but that's a whole different episode.
Right, that's a whole different episode. So, but obviously the proceeds from the house, you were
It
able
did
to
help.
pay off a
Yep.
lot of stuff.
Yeah,
Okay,
it
okay.
finished it up and started the emergency fund.
So now you're on your emergency fund. They have the small emergency fund, big emergency fund
Mhm.
sort of thing.
Yep.
But right now you have no debt, so you're banking everything.
Yes.
So you have a huge bank account.
Yes.
Okay. So,
Huge.
I'm gonna
Not enough to
s-
buy Kayla a snow machine.
Oh.
But
Yeah, why don't you guys get the... Never mind. This look... just...
Well, okay. Jamie's working on getting herself out of debt. She's a millennial. Mark, on the other hand, by the way, we're coming from the west lawn of
The West Lawn.
Studio
of
T.
Studio M&T.
of Studio T.
Or M&H. It was M&H, wasn't it?
So
Yeah.
it's a little bit different thing. Mark, we were going to go on East Lawn. Mark said, no, the West Lawn's better for sunset
yes.
and everything.
I've got
So we're-
security on the West Lawn.
Oh,
too,
my
so,
bad.
you
Okay,
know,
so-
and we're pretty
okay.
good.
So it's
that's
a
where
little
the
bit,
fire pit's at.
a little bit different.
They're
than,
I've got security out there, guys. They're all
a
in.
little
you know,
bit different than the millennial trying to fix her life and Mark living his cushy.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You know
So
what? You could have just married Rich, and then you'd be okay.
I divorced Rich.
Nice. Rich in love. Rich in love.
Bullshit.
all right. So is there anything else about this program that you would encourage? Would you encourage people to do this? Would
Can you eat anything
So-
but tuna on the program?
Yes. Beans and rice.
That's even
Yeah, we'll
good.
go.
Nice.
Like I said, go into a little bit more detail, but we also want to stay awake.
Well, thanks. On this episode.
Oh, we're supposed to do that?
On this episode of
Okay, well, we
How
go.
to Fall Asleep.
Well, so one thing on the episode that never was, Mark and I got into it about what Dave Ramsey actually is. And Dave Ramsey is for specifically the people that can't change their mindset. And
He's
keep...
for the idiots in the world. He's
I'm
for
one.
the
being
idiots in the
nice.
world.
I am one.
And so he is very harsh on things, the whole rice and beans and everything like that. But as I pointed out to Mark, him buying his sleigh on
I
credit,
paid it off.
and he paid it off in 2 months, you said?
16 heavy installment. No, I had 2 months. Well, I got 0% interest for the first 2 months. I mean, I
See,
can't.
exactly.
It would have been stupid to pay. No, I
That-
paid it off at 2. I
that is my
agreed with
thing.
you on some steps, but on other steps, the guy, he's an idiot. I mean, I
Well, idiot. I don't know.
that's a big word. I get it.
Well,
But we
you know
brought
what, Mark?
Kayla into this last week. Kayla is the little opposite spectrum. She enjoys her money and pays what she needs to pay and spends a little and enjoys it.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I mean, there's a difference though. Okay, Jamie's 2 years, 1 year, 2 year,
2.
2 years older. She's out of debt.
Jamie's 30.
1. I'm 3 years older.
31. Kayla's going to be 29 here in a couple months.
Yep.
Okay. So
Woo!
2 years.
Yeah.
So
no, I
Jamie's
mean,
out of debt at 31. Kayla still got debt at 29.
my whole thing with it was it's not
Country
even
Thunder.
it's the extremeness of it, of the whole like you can't do this, you can't do that, da 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 da.
Go ahead.
It's I'm gonna pay off what I can when I can and what I can kind of thing.
Yep.
You know, so I'm not gonna completely give up everything and do whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going.
No. I'm not going to give up all my stuff because I want to be debt free. Obviously, I don't want to live in debt, and I was supposed to start paying off my shit once I got this job that I'm at now, but I decided I like doing things more and
So, yeah.
fancy presents.
Yes. So that goes into like my next detail is the new position that I got has no overtime. So
Oh, okay. So you took a
being-
pay cut.
yeah. So being in debt kept me at the position that I was in, where I was working 72 hours. I mean, the paychecks were great, but I had no life.
Which I do agree with there. I do agree.
Got to be a
Yeah.
work-life balance.
Yeah, so the new position has no overtime. It's a 40-hour week. My personal life is taking off, and now I'm able to enjoy it because I'm not living paycheck to paycheck.
Okay.
Which I like. That's great. I don't agree with him. He does kind of a brainwash thing.
Mark, just tell me I did a good job.
You did a great job. I'm proud of you.
No,
Listen, I think it is awesome where you're at. No, there's not a lot of freaking people your age or any age that think about that at all. So what you're doing is I'm not doubting you. I love that you were able to inspired by him and you did it. It's great. But I think he does it in a way where he just makes you think
I think
differently,
Mark and
which there's nothing wrong about. But
I think Mark and I agree on the process of it. Seems
Yeah.
so, but as you say, it's changing a mindset.
Yep.
So when you're used to just living your life, if you take this Dave Ramsey thing and just cut back for 2-3 years, whatever it takes
Mm-hmm.
to be debt free.
But it's no different. It's the same mindset as Jim's giving up smoking for 5 days.
Exactly.
It's the same.
Agreed.
It really is. It's the same. And you would save money because you go through a pack a day, 7 times
Oh,
5,
yeah.
35
Well,
bucks. 70 is
the-
140 a month.
the little app I have now, I've saved $37 so far.
Woo!
See, that's good.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
a
It's
half
not as
tank of
impressive.
gas.
No, my truck took
If you drive an electric car like me,
my
it is,
truck
so
took
it's okay.
$98 to fill up today.
98 bucks. That's crazy.
Yeah.
How much is yours?
Mine today was 65.
Another Dave Ramsey thing was to different forms of income, revenue and income streams. What did you do any of those?
I did. So I did do a bunch of side gigs.
Football.
All right,
Which is how Mark
what's-
came back into my life.
Let's end on the foot porn. Let's start with other side gigs you did, because the foot porn's a whole nother story you want to take some time on. No, just wait for the story.
So I did Instacart, Uber Eats. I did some like typing.
But nothing compares to
That's
football.
right.
All right, Mark, reel it in.
Jamie does have a small business that she was doing and stuff like
that's
that too,
right.
so that did help
Yes.
a little bit.
Yes.
Oh, all right, so your small business. You went into business for yourself.
Yep. So I
And-
started a small LLC called Kendall and Kits. It's on Etsy.
Oh, you went LLC, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
wow. I didn't even do that. Mark, are you LLC?
Yeah.
I didn't do
Of
that.
course he is.
and
Limited liability.
decorative match bottles sell like hotcakes.
So if you are looking for match bottle or matchsticks,
decorative
What are they?
match bottles. So they are bottles filled with matches that you use as like a decorative.
and they're like colored, so you
Knick-knack.
can get like Christmas colors or pink
So
or
what do you
blue.
now, again, Bezos, MHM. I mean, you can.
It's like $2.
So wait, do you have a
need to
website?
marry
Are you
rich.
still doing this?
You
Is that a
gotta,
pack of
you gotta
cigarettes?
marry
No,
rich.
that was my cell phone.
Oh, damn.
It's just on Etsy, Kendall and Kits. I mean,
It's
I
not
didn't want
just
to
on Etsy. I'm on Etsy.
I'm on Etsy. But yeah, so I basically just have decorative matchsticks on there right now because I don't need to pay off a lot of debt. So I kind of cut back on that to enjoy my personal life.
Jamie actually had a business and tried before we get into the foot porn, so nobody judges that.
Did try out my own business and decided I wasn't getting out of debt fast enough. So I decided to do Mark's favorite side gig.
Foot
porn. How did the foot porn thing come to be?
All right. how to say this. So, if
How
you
to
don't
Get Into
know-
Foot Porn by Jamie.
If
Girls,
you don't know what foot porn
You think
is,
Dave Ramsey's
you girls
book is
need to
good.
hit record right now because if you ever wanted to get into foot porn, here is your time.
people have really weird fetishes, and one of the trending things a couple of months ago was a picture of feet. And I mean, I'm not opposed to taking pictures of my feet, so I was like, fuck it, why not?
Again, I think we should all put our feet up and we should take a picture and it should be on Facebook. We are pretty
So I was talking to Kayla about it, and I'm like, yeah, I got on this website and posted a couple of pictures of my feet and started getting messages and everything. And I was like, don't tell your parents, because I don't want them. I don't know how they would react. So Kayla, you want to tell Mark's favorite story?
No, so yeah, Jamie's like, okay, I did this, blah, 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 don't tell anybody. And I was like, oh my God, this is a secret. Okay, I can't tell anybody.
You got to tell everybody that.
So then
you don't hold back on that.
No, we go to Laughlin for Mark's birthday, and on the drive up there, Jamie just got bored, couldn't watch her phone fast enough or long enough, because she just immediately is like, Uncle Jim, I have something to tell you. I sell feet pictures online for money.
That's called foot porn.
And it was just like, I just look at her like, I thought this was a secret. I thought we were keeping this between us.
There was a lull in the conversation, and it
Yeah.
just came out.
Yeah. So then we show up to Laughlin. Mind you, Mark and all of his gang has been there for like 2-3 days at this point, and we show up, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, ready to party. Everyone lights up when we get there and we walk in, and I swear the first interaction between my dad and Mark was, "Oh, hi, friend," and they hug, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, so Jamie sells feet pictures on the internet now."
Doing foot porn. Yeah, I
And
got
let
something
me
to
tell
ya.
you, the group of 16 people that were there looked at me.
It was like 5, but okay.
And it was about 5. but I'm glad. I mean, the story's like, I caught a fish this big. It's freaking great. It keeps getting bigger.
The
They
entire city of Laughlin.
they looked at me, and then they looked down at my feet that were clad in wedges, like 6-inch wedges.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
It was an experience, but you never
So-
went anywhere with it, right?
The website I was using made you put a credit card on file, or not a debit card on file, and I did not feel comfortable enough because I was too lazy.
Even if you're the foot porner.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, so they could pay you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Foot porn.
for you, so you can deposit it.
So I was too lazy to go open
No
up
pun
a
intended.
I don't get it, but
I don't
okay.
get it either.
No.
No, continue.
Deposit it. Okay.
So she was too sketched out to
Oh,
put her shit in there.
Ew.
to go.
That was a stretch, but okay.
Well, yeah,
Ew.
you got it. It took you a minute, but you got it.
So, and then I was too lazy to go open up a separate bank account. So,
So it never went anywhere.
no. But my favorite interaction was this message between the guy and I. And he agreed to pay, what was it, Kayla? $150 a picture,
A video.
a video of me stubbing my toes.
If I would have been your foot pimp, we would have made money, and I would have kept like 70% of that,
I think
and we would have made some money, bitch. Next time I tell you to show your feet, you show your feet, okay?
I think the funniest
Yeah,
thing is that
damn it.
later that night, Jamie actually did stub her toe on the bed in the room, and all of
I
us.
told her to stub a toe. I said, you go in there and stub your toe. You turn that light off, and you go in there and stub your toe.
No,
You make
there was
$100. You go do that right now.
My parents and I were in the room, and all 3 of us are like, "Oh my god, we just missed out on so much money." So it was a good weekend to.
You won't stub your toe. I'll have Sabrina have to go
Oh
stub
my
her toe.
God.
So,
Okay.
so Uber, Instacart,
That's
Porn.
boring.
candle business, and foot porn.
Yes.
And what did you make the most money at?
Foot porn.
The candle business.
The candle business.
Yep.
Just
Boo.
a general amount. $1,000, $2,000, $500.
No, not enough to claim on taxes.
Oh, okay.
$5.99.
And then I shut it down. I go on vacation.
I open up a whole nother DBA and
All right, we're going to take a little break. We'll be back with Country Indiana. And beautiful west lawn of Studio T, back with Country Thunder. Country Thunder's finally released their lineup for the coming year. What, April?
Am I allowed to talk about it now, or am I going to get poo-pooed?
No, you're not going to get poo-pooed. This is your segment. Kayla's here with her Country Thunder Corner, Country Thunder Roundup, Country Thunder whatever.
So start with your Instagram.
I was going to say, at the start of the show, I started talking about Country Thunder. The lineup came out, and then I got poo-pooed. So I will finally now get to talk about Country Thunder. So, as everyone knows, my Instagram, and I'm only going to say it once, for the love of God, don't make me say it multiple times.
Damn it, Jim.
So,
Oops.
it's CT AZ Adventures on Instagram and Facebook if you would like to go.
AZ Adventures.
CT AZ Adventures.
CT AZ Adventures.
All right, so now you've heard it plenty of times. We're not going to talk about it anymore. So the lineup came out. So we have Luke Bryan coming.
Luke.
Woohoo! And then John Party, Cody Johnson, and Dirk Spentley. So
Wait, there's got to be more than 4 people at Country Thunder.
those
No,
are the
they-
major headliners.
Oh,
They
okay.
headline each night, right? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yep, and I was able to guess who was going on what nights, and it was confirmed by someone at Camel, so I'm proud of myself for being that obsessed.
Camel is KMLE 108, our country station here in Phoenix.
1079. So the lineup came out, and my friend at work was saying to me that it was like how guys watch the NFL draft, because every artist that was getting announced I'd either cheer or be very angry or just annoyed.
It's a good
Same.
analogy,
Same.
actually.
Yeah, so Jamie and I were talking that morning, and we've seen like 3 out of the 4, so I'm not necessarily super excited for our headliners, but I mean, it'll be a good time no matter what. So.
When did Country Thunder start? The year here.
It's been a long time.
Yeah,
It's been in the like 90s, because it used to be at Schnepp Farms.
Right.
out
It was.
here.
I thought
was it?
It was somewhere else before Schnepp Farms, wasn't it? Though.
I don't
I don't
remember
think
it
so.
at all.
I
I
am
never heard of Country Thunder until my
Googling it.
daughter started going.
I was going to say, no, I think it started at Schnepp
'Cause
Farms,
right-
and then they moved somewhere, and then it went out into Florence.
You know what the hotel is at 48th Street and Chandler, a Talking Stick or whatever it is over there?
Yeah.
That was the old Compton Terrace. That was where you had to fucking go all the way. Remember, it was all that's where all the concerts were. Compton Terrace.
Lone Wolf used to be Compton Terrace, yeah.
48th Street and right off the freeway.
Right off the
Compton
freeway, yeah.
It was right there.
Firebird Raceway.
Right. It was forever. I remember, and that's where they had all the
You
concerts.
remember Compton Terrace used to be next to Legend City,
Yeah.
going way back. But anyway, go ahead, Country
I was
Thunder.
going to say, I don't know where we just went, 'cause I have no idea what they're talking about. I know the
Two old guys going way back.
But yeah, no, while Jamie Googles it, I'm pretty sure it was a long time ago, because I have there's people that follow my stuff and tell me, like, I remember when Country Thunder was in Schnepp Farm back in year.
Yeah.
So it's been going on for a while. When we were younger, Jamie and I always wanted to go, or at least Jamie wanted to go.
Yep.
I was always too scared to go, because everyone's like, oh my God, there's so much drinking, and there's boobs and dicks and stuff like that.
Woohoo!
And I was
Yeah, boobies
terrified.
and peepees.
I didn't want to see all that shit all the time, so I never really wanted to go.
And then I corrupted her.
Yep.
Nice.
I kind of self-invited myself the first year. It was her and her brother that decided to go. And I was like, hey, if I buy this ticket, can I go with you guys? So our first year was in 2016. Ultimately, we drove back and forth from Glendale to Florence,
I
which
remember
is
that.
about an hour and a half drive
Ugh.
every day, home and back each time. So it was pretty bad. But for the first year, it was good. And then just each year we go, we learn multiple things, and we grow our
Repertoire.
experiences.
Yeah.
So this year is going to be interesting, because we're going to kind of do like a Country Thunder on a budget kind of thing. Jamie is debt free, so she should have that fat bank account, but we've
Right.
learned that we're becoming cheap in our old age.
Yes.
So her and I actually were talking about it on the drive over here, how this year we're going to look at the past years of our budget and see where we can trim that down, because we legitimately will spend almost $4,000 on this Country Thunder weekend.
But to
And-
put it in perspective, it's a 5-day thing for you. So about $800 a day, which if you're going on vacation is what you're going to spend.
But what we learned
okay.
is
Yeah.
With hotel and with food and everything, if you put it all into perspective and break it down to budget, absolutely $500 to $800 a day if you go on vacation.
Well, our
All
thing
right,
was
yeah.
that we were spending $800 alone when it came to like alcohol and food, and then we brought all of that back.
Brought home about $600 for those.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, we were joking about it on the way here. Is that Jamie said the final year that she goes is once we finish all the alcohol from the last few Country Thunders. So I'm just gonna start slipping bottles in there.
You just got to bring it November 19th, please. So
Oh yeah, we got
Valid
boxes and
alcohol.
boxes.
Yeah, no, you can have that alcohol. We'll start afresh.
fresh.
But no, so yeah, we're gonna do the budget. We're gonna go through eventually. I kind of bombard it with Jamie to make her talk to me about it, and then she shuts down and is like, "So this song on the radio." So but
All right. Well, let's go through your Country Thunder experience. This starts on Tuesday or Wednesday,
starts on Wednesday. We head out there Wednesday.
but you
And-
start Tuesday because you pick up the RV on Tuesday, right?
No, if we can, we try to, but if we can't, then we're gonna get it on Wednesday.
Okay.
We were
So-
only one year we were able to get it on Tuesday because we had enough people with us to go that we could kind of cover that extra day. And then 2, we did my cousin's bachelorette party, so we got it the night before to decorate.
So the new dream is to get it on Tuesday and to camp out at the gates Tuesday to be one of the first people.
Okay. Yeah, because it was always
Or
drive across town Tuesday to get the RV and drive it home, and then drive back out
Mhm.
5
and you
miles
get killed
past
on
the
the
RV
miles,
place.
man. We got to add
Or
40
we-
miles just to get home.
haven't talked to Mark yet that we're going to camp out in front of his house
Hey.
Tuesday night and leave Wednesday morning.
What about the South Lawn? Do you mind if they park there?
No, it goes up in price at that time of year, though. So, so
You
it's-
send it so we can put it in the
you
budget.
gotta,
please.
yes, you got to have to budget that. So
So no, yeah, this year since Jamie normally would just put it on her credit cards, but since she doesn't have those, we're gonna actually try to cash roll it this year.
Thanks, Dave.
Wow.
So I'm actually kind of excited, but I'm also terrified. So
Dave
I have the
Ramsey.
backup cards just in case we need to put everything on the card.
call him Dave.
So
All right, let's let go, Dave. Okay, so Wednesday is the day the gates open.
Yes.
yes,
Okay, so you rent an RV from Cruise America. No,
please sponsor me, Cruise America.
Yeah.
Because
no sponsorship yet. And so you head out there Wednesday.
yep, we head out Wednesday. Just depends on the time. If we pick up the RV that day, it's a good chunk of time waiting for the RV to be ready. But we get out there. It's usually about an hour or 2 wait to even get close enough to the venue gate
to where you
get
have to
in.
wait.
Yeah.
You get
Yeah.
to where you have to
Yeah.
wait. Yes.
But it used to be back when, our second year going, we went on a Wednesday and no one would show up on Wednesday. So you could just stroll in at whatever time and nobody was there. Where that is the opposite now. Everybody gets there Tuesday night and if not Wednesday morning, and everyone at the event is there on Wednesday. So it kind of sucks because it used to be really chill and not that many people around. And now it's everyone's there, so the party's starting early, which isn't that bad of a thing, but also is kind of draining by Saturday because you're okay, I already partied too much.
All right, so you
Kayla
show up on
shoves.
Wednesday, set up camp and everything, and you got you have like a timeshare. You own spaces.
We own one campsite out there that this year we're actually going to rent that out probably because we are renting 2 sites from a lady that are closer to our friends.
Okay.
So we're going to have 2 sites so we have more space for the RV, more stuff, all that kind of stuff. And then we're going to rent our site out and whatever.
Yeah,
So-
and I won't say the thing again, but if you visit our Instagram page, you see some of these campsites out there are just holy crap, these people go these campsites and people really build them up. One guy has some pirate ship and shit
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
why I
Ahoy.
created my Instagram just in general is that, our first year we didn't get to camp. We were there, we left, we were there, we left. You have to have the 4-day passes and not necessarily obviously a camping site to camp, but we just didn't know we could explore the campgrounds. So our second year that we were there, that was the year that our friends that we made that year were taking us around and showing us all this stuff.
That was the old lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually,
Grandma
the old lady,
Sherry.
Grandma Sherry. So the story with Grandma Sherry was I became an ambassador for Country Thunder, which I don't know why I did that before having my Instagram, because it's ultimately I'm going to sell you a ticket and you're going to buy it from me. And then I just get a point in their system that I can maybe get free stuff.
Is that program still going on?
I don't know because I have not seen it in a while.
Oh, I was gonna say
So-
maybe.
So you're just a reseller.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, there was no discount code or anything like that, so that's why I didn't fully heavily go into it. And then also I was like, 25 at the time when we started going, 24. I was like, I don't know anybody that has this kind of money to do this. So this is stupid, but it wasn't stupid. But yeah. So Grandma Sherry, we were in this group together, and they did on Wednesday night, used to do like an before the party kind of thing. They had an open bar. You got to go on stage. You just kind of got to hang out the night before the festival started. So that was really fun, or really cool. So I reached out and I was like, hey, like, if someone can't go, I'll go and get your stuff and just like give it to you if they allow that, blah, blah, blah. I don't know the details. So this woman reached out to me and she's like, hey, my granddaughters can't go. They want the swag bag, but do you want to go in their place so that you can go see the stage and all that kind of stuff? And I was like, hell yeah, absolutely. And she's like, okay, you're going to pretend to be my granddaughter. Like, I think my name was Ashley. And then I was like, okay, well, I have my cousin too. She's like, awesome. My other granddaughter can't come, so she can be my granddaughter Jessica or some shit. So we just kept calling her Grandma Sherry. So we met up with this lady, had no idea who she was, but she's become a long time friend.
Now, is this the one you're getting a site next to this year?
No.
Oh, okay. Does
No.
Sherry
But
still go?
she does have.
Okay.
She has the best moonshine, apple pie moonshine.
Oh, that sounds
Yep,
interesting.
Tasty, actually.
She makes us some. She makes us up a couple koozies so we can remember the time and just stuff like that. But it was fun. And then we met our friend Sabrina that same, God bless America, the fire is attacking me. We met our friend Sabrina that same night because I guess it was the same situation. Like Sherry or Grandma Sherry just had more daughters that couldn't go. So she's like, this is your cousin Sabrina. So Jamie and I just in unison were always like, cousin.
Wow, that's kind of cool. That's
Yeah.
a good story.
That sounds like a lot of fun. So you pull in Wednesday night, set up camp, and then you're just back and forth between the venue and the campsite. How long of a walk would you say it is from the campsite to the venue?
Depends on where you're at. Our Ponderosa site was about a mile,
Oh,
like
holy crap.
0.7 mile.
Yeah, 0.7.
And you got to walk
0.7?
that?
Uh-huh.
Well,
geez.
if you're lucky enough to do a golf cart, it's $5 a ride, or $5 a person.
I would pay
a
the
ride.
$5 a ride.
I want to be the guy who's making the $5.
yeah,
Is
let's-
what I
Me
want to
too,
be. That's
Mark.
what I want to
Me
be.
too.
Let's
How do I get a golf cart out there?
let's buy a golf cart and go out there and make some money.
We're trying to get a sponsorship.
I know. I am trying to get either Country Thunder or Camel to give me a golf cart so that I can go around easier to the campsites because
So are you allowed to pull in with your golf cart? Or you got to set this up with Country Thunder ahead of time. I assume insurance purposes you'd have to.
there are some people who do take their like side-by-sides and stuff and drive around with them. So it says on the website you're not supposed to, but I see plenty of them that they don't say anything.
What are they going to do?
As
Kick
long
you
as
out?
you're responsible.
Yeah, if you're
Well-
driving crazy or doing
Yeah,
like dumb
but
shit,
no.
I want to go
drunk,
rent one of those 6-person golf carts and go make some money.
Yeah.
there's a company that goes out there, so they're the ones that
Oh,
are
so
doing
they-
that.
they've
It's
got
not
the
just
They got the
exclusivity.
contract.
Okay,
That's,
damn.
You can't just show up and go, "Hey, I'm going to come in and."
Yeah,
I'm just gonna. I'm not watching the thing, man. I'm just driving.
I'm
driving.
Kayla's dad. Can I
Yeah,
come in
can
and
I
make some
come
money?
in?
Oh, Kayla's dad.
Oh,
sure.
Kayla's dad. Oh, Mark, you're not allowed. They said
yeah, but no, Jamie.
Sorry, you can't go, Mark.
Jamie and I, the last year or so, especially after last year, because it was just so hot. I mean, this year technically, the 2022 event was extremely hot, so it was just impossible to walk around because you were just dying.
But those Jello
Like,
shots.
I know, the Jello shots.
You wouldn't believe the amount these people drink. In my younger days, I drank a lot, and to see what these two drink and my other nieces that go with them and stuff like that is holy shit. I never could have drank that much and lived.
I remember when Hershey's were a nickel.
To be fair, Country Thunder is the only time I ever drank.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Sure.
I mean-
Oh my God.
We'll
You're-
have like
you couldn't even give a straight face on that. Are you fucking? How did you even say that?
Dave says no alcohol.
Yeah, dear God.
It's not
Yeah,
in the budget.
It's not in the budget.
Oh hell, Dave.
Oh yeah, Dave. I'm sorry. Sorry, honey. I'm sorry. Dave Ramsey, 5 to 8, Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Well, no, and it's like the last couple times. I mean, it started as like Jamie, me, and our other cousin, and then it was Jamie and I, and then Jamie and I for a couple years, and then she brought her ex-husband that one year. So it's like,
Boo.
boo. We had
We did not talk about that year.
we already fought about that year earlier in the car, so don't worry about that. But
So this is kind of a stupid question, but let's take your normal everyday person who doesn't live, breathe shit Country Thunder.
Country Thunder, Country
Country
Thunder,
Thunder.
Country Thunder.
Worth it, or do you? It all depend on who the artist is.
I always say even if you don't like country music and you just want to have a good time, just go out one year, spend the money. I mean, do it on a budget. That's what we're gonna do this year. Shut up. We're gonna do it.
Oh, damn right, Nancy.
No, we're not even doing it because of Dave Ramsey. We're gonna try to actually not spend $5,000 on a bunch of shit that ends up just piled up in our garages and in the trash. But for regular, whoever, if they're ever interested, I say do it.
And in my opinion, I say if you like to people watch, there's plenty to do.
Mm-hmm.
People watching.
What's the weirdest thing you've seen out there? Craziest thing you've seen?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say this on air, but
It's you can say whatever you want.
What
the
do you want to
porta potty
say?
sex.
Yep.
What?
We saw that on Facebook.
I don't think I could have a sex in a porta potty. I have a sex.
Oh.
I don't think I could have. That's what you're
Ew.
talking about, right?
Yeah, like
Well, yeah, I can do it by myself. That's no problem. That's not an issue.
you're walking around 1 a.m., 2 a.m. after the the festivities, going to the after parties. And everything, and
Come
you're-
on.
Yeah, you
Porta
see-
potty.
You either
Me
see
and
these
you.
two people go into the porta potties, or you see them come out, and you're like, "What the?"
Listen, little Johnny. You were conceived in the porta potty at the Country Thunder back in 2022.
I'm
I
sure.
saw it on Facebook, so
Wow.
I didn't see it in person, but there was a video.
Okay, all right. So you see people walking out the party, but that's the craziest thing you've seen.
Well, I mean, you see plenty of banana hammocks, and
There was that one guy on the slip and slide that went down naked, and he was like fucking 75 years old.
Not. I'll tell my dad he probably shouldn't do that again.
That-
he
that
had
was-
a good time.
that
Okay,
was-
he
that
had
was Mark.
fun. I was supposed to join him this year for the father-son picnic there, so I don't know what's going
Saggy
on.
balls.
Yeah, no, I mean, it depends on the area that you go into. If you go into Crazy Coyote, like after hours, that's where you're going to see all that kind of shit.
Wow.
Crazy
But
Coyote.
in the
But
What
campsites
the hell
that
is
we're in,
Crazy Coyote?
It's exactly what you think it
Is
is.
that a campground?
Yes,
campsite?
it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the campground, and it's mainly like where all the college kids kind of go.
Do you have
or
to get a
the,
ticket
like,
to get in? You got to be a cool kid.
No, you just have to want to not sleep for fucking 5 days straight.
Well, that's usually called coke. But
I mean, that's what they're probably doing
yeah.
there.
So, but yeah,
Wow.
people watching is my number one favorite activity to do at Country Thunder.
I really love our 2-hour flip cup games.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I
flip
was
cup.
just going to ask. What other thing? What are you doing waiting for the concert to start, or what are you doing during the day?
Most of the time we're crying because we didn't get any sleep because the concert
I think
ended at
the
whatever
music
time.
is kind of sometimes an afterthought if you're drinking
It
and
kinda
having
is.
fun.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And especially
I mean, I'm
like-
not a big country fan, so I would probably go and who's playing, and I'd still be partying with whoever the group I'm probably partying
And
with.
sometimes we actually do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was one year that I was like, I'm just not feeling this lineup. Like, I'm not in the mood to walk all the way over there to stand and whatever.
Oh, what was it? Toby Keith.
Yeah, Toby Keith.
Toby Keith.
Toby Keith came in concert, and I was like, oh, I really want to go see him, but I'm like exhausted. I'm just tired. Like, I'm going to hang out in our campground because where we're at in Ponderosa, you can still hear the concert going on if
Sure,
everyone has
Yeah.
their stuff off, which that night they did. I couldn't hear him like 100% clear, like he was outside my RV
Window.
door.
See, now Toby Keith is somebody I'd want to go see. I
No,
would
you
probably,
do not.
No.
Bless his heart, I love Toby Keith as an artist, but that performance I heard from Ponderosa, I could tell he was smashed.
And he was
Oh.
smashed.
I literally,
There's nothing worse than a drunk performer.
yeah,
Go and see someone drunk.
Just tell me, Jim. You don't like me when I'm here.
yeah.
just say, Jim. I get it.
Mark, I don't like when you drink on the show. I don't like when you drink too much on the show.
No, I posted it in the Facebook group because there's a big Facebook group that Country Thunder has a big Facebook group, and I was like, is he as drunk as he sounds like he is? And everyone's like, absolutely. Like, he is hammered and he's forgetting his lines. He's forgetting all this stuff. And I was like, I'm glad I didn't walk all the way over there.
Wow.
So, but it was this year for sure, but I think it was last year when it was in October. Our friends over in Encore, which is another campground in which we're probably going to be staying at this year, they decide we walk over just to,
Hang out.
say hi, and all of a sudden we get roped into a 2-hour game of flip cup where we're taking the tables and moving them throughout the campground.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
sounds like
So
fun.
it's traveling flip cup.
Yeah.
So you start with however many tables you can get out there. And then it's table versus side of table. So like normal flip cups, it's side versus side. And then you don't want to be the table to cause the game to stop. So when your table is done, you pick up your table and you move it to the front. And we just travel around Encore, getting more and more people.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, we
That
went
does sound
from
like
like
a lot of fun.
row E all the way into Sidewinder, which is a whole other campground. We made it to like the front steps of our friend's RV right there.
Oh, that
That's
sounds cool.
awesome.
And then we were like, I'm done. We're so drunk.
So-
Like none of us expected it. Like I was drinking all sorts of mixtures of beers. It was disgusting,
But it was so fun.
but it was so much
You-
fun.
at that point, you just don't care. It's the ambiance.
It was the energy. It was the vibes. It was all that.
How many, like 16 tables? 16 six
That's
foot
pretty
tables.
cool, man.
Something like
that
that.
does
That
sound
is.
like
That's a
fun.
cool. That does sound like a lot of fun,
I
actually.
think at this age, I don't think
I
could
think
do it.
this year.
Oh, you're not dead. Dear Lord, you could be fine. You at least make it through the first round, I would think.
I seriously think you guys should come out just to people watch.
I
and
think it was.
participate.
Yeah, I would love.
We should do a show from Country Thunder.
Oh God.
And we'll do it under her Instagram and ruin her name.
Yeah,
If y'all will come out there, you can have your own site and do whatever, and yeah, go
right
for
next
it.
to yours.
No,
Yes.
you're
We-
gonna.
we
I
have-
want to be in your little cart
Yeah,
that
we're
you're
gonna
getting
drop
from
your
you,
name
know?
so we get all the cool shit.
We have one in Pond you can rent from us.
$450, please.
Jesus.
Wow.
Maybe 500.
No,
Maybe.
so don't rent them the spot on the South Lawn because they're going to charge us.
Right.
Fuck
That's just
them.
wrong.
Yeah, we gotta make our money somehow.
Dear Lord. Okay.
But no, yeah, it's so much fun, and this year it sounds like it's going back to just Jamie and I, so that's gonna be kind of interesting to see if we can handle each other alone again.
Just
What's
the two
the
of
dates
you.
again?
Yeah, what's the dates again?
So it's April 13th to the 16th of 2023.
14, 15,
We're
16.
gonna go.
What if
out-
we rent an RV and sit in your lot?
If
And
y'all
you
want
should.
it, if you pay for the other, if you pay for the
You
Ponderosa
don't just
one,
love your father enough
no,
to say, "Hey,
I'm
Dad."
paying $1,100 for 2 other sites that I need to.
No, Mark. Just
Mark,
put,
yeah, Mark, hey, just write her a check. Just
put it on the
Mark.
show tab.
Yeah, just put it on the show. You
It's
know,
all show,
It's
show
a
expense.
write-off. It's a write-off.
Yeah, yeah. Do you even know what a write-off is?
So I did find on AZ Central.
Your foot.
Shush. April article April 2017. Country Thunder, Arizona started in. There's that music again. 1993.
Really?
Wow, Country Thunder is as old as I am.
It's
Wow.
almost 30 years old. Holy shit.
I had no
Yeah.
idea.
Yep.
I,
And
Wow.
I remember when Mom died, someone had to sell tickets. They had tickets to Country
that was
Thunder.
me.
That was Jamie.
supposed to
I
be
do
our
remember that.
first year.
That was the first
Go.
year you went.
2012, Jamie and her brother were supposed to go, and
Right,
then
they had to sell the tickets to go to Mom's funeral.
yeah,
Yeah.
our grandmother passed away
Aw.
like a week before the event, so they had to sell. Can you turn off your porn music, please?
Barn-
Like-
well, I bring up foot porn and she just gets all
Sorry,
weird over
Spotify.
Sorry.
Sorry, Spotify.
there. Yeah.
But yeah, no. So she had to sell the tickets that year, and then it took a couple more years, and then they finally decided like they're gonna go.
Yep.
And so ever
That's
since,
cool.
I've been obsessed with it. I love going.
Good.
So
Every year we learn.
Country Thunder, aka Country Jam, used to be held at Snap Farm in Queen Creek. It moved to Florence in 2003.
That's what I was thinking.
Wow.
Ah, so
yeah.
10 years at Schnepp Farms.
So there was never before Schnepp Farms. Wow.
Oh,
I thought
interesting.
there was.
And so, and there's 6 other Country Thunders we talked about around the country of the world.
Pretty sure there's Florida. Florida just wrapped up theirs. I mean, whenever you're listening to this, but they just wrapped up theirs last week. There's 2 in Canada, Wisconsin, Tennessee has a weekend now,
They should.
and
You would think.
yeah, you would think.
Wasn't Nashville just Country Thunder all year long?
Yeah, but still, it should have it there.
Yeah, and I think there's one other one.
Well, they got FanFest.
Well,
CMA
everybody's got
Fan Fest?
something. We
They got
got,
CMA FanFest, though.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
mean they have the whole shebang out there.
Right.
she bang, she bangs.
Spotify, Iowa,
No, that's William
Arizona.
Hung. You can sing that all you want.
Oh, we're allowed to.
It's Iowa, Arizona, Saskatchewan,
Saskatchewan.
blah, 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 Wisconsin, Alberta, Bristol, and Florida are all the events.
And Arizona was the original Country Thunder.
Yep, and it's the one that sells out the most.
It's originated here. Awesome.
It has
That's
like
pretty cool.
the
Well,
highest attendance.
that sounds like fun. So again,
Yeah,
if you're-
I'll just write that check out. It's
yeah,
okay.
Mark's going to go ahead and take us all to Country Thunder this year.
Let's
Very
go
cool.
to
I
Very cool.
really, I mean,
Thunder.
I don't. I'm gonna get shit for this, but I don't think Dad would have a good time. To be 100% honest, maybe for like
no,
a day.
For a day,
Jim doesn't
yeah.
like getting out of the house.
No.
But I
for
would
a
love
day,
to
yeah.
have Mark and Mandy and Holly and all of them come out
Yeah.
and just the whole party gang and just see how much trouble we could get into with them.
Yeah, no, I think I would do good for a day, but more than that, you're right. You're absolutely right. You won't get shit at all.
I give you 2 hours.
No, I could go a day.
Yeah.
I could go a
You
day.
could come out the day that we do flip cup.
No, I don't
cup.
carry shit around. I can carry tables and shit.
It
Fuck
will
that.
hurt his
Yeah,
back.
There's
He
so
can't,
many
you know,
people
I
you can
can't
get
do
someone
that.
to do
I
it for
know.
you.
No, okay.
This last year when we were
Mark
doing
will
it,
hire me a table carrier.
Yeah,
Put that on the show tab.
Where's our security? They're out there. Guys, you're hired for April now.
this year when we were doing the flip cup thing, I just bailed in the middle because it was so hot and I was getting so drunk that I was like, I can't, I'm dying. So I just had a mister. You like put ice water in it and then it just missed. And
How much was that?
I bought it at Country Thunder and
Yeah.
it was only $20.
Oh,
And it's the
$120. That's all it was.
It was the greatest thing that I had ever bought at Country Thunder, and I just walked around and I just sprayed people down. Like that's all I did for fucking
A
hours.
little weird. I don't know.
Charge him $5 for that shit.
Some dude,
Yeah, exactly.
nope. Some dude gave me $1, and I still have that $1, and I will
And
never
I-
let it go.
She went a different avenue. She showed
Yeah.
feet. So you do the same
Just
thing.
again, other streams of income
wanna
to
do what
take
you
down
gotta
your
do.
debt.
Foot porn.
One of my favorite memories from Country Thunder is with Kayla. Actually, well, I mean, it's all with Kayla.
It
But
better be.
the first year we did the traveling flip cup, we got back to the RV, and I was like, you totally wasted and everything. And she comes over. How did it? What even happened? Because I was like, that whole memory is a little fuzzy. All I know is I enjoyed it.
I just remember I became mom because like I'm pretty sure I was drunk the way that I took a video texting my mom and I was slurring so bad.
Yeah.
But I was like, everyone's drunk and I'm fine and I'm being mom, and I was just shoving Advil down people's throats.
Yeah. Most of your videos.
I take drunk
just,
videos of women differently.
Kayla,
I
No,
love
wait for
country
this,
a little
Mark.
different.
Wait for this, Mark. Hold on. So I don't want to take my emergency, because I want the hangover the next day.
The liquid
So-
IV.
So she comes over and grabs my face and shoves a liquid IV down my throat and was like, "You will drink this."
Yeah, I straight up I was like, drink this water bottle, take this Advil
if
right now.
you want to see someone utilize the F word in every form it can, just check out Kayla's Instagram page.
I did not.
Fuckity
Did
fuck,
they have
fuck.
the medic thing where you can get the hangover
You can,
IVs
yep.
right there?
And they
Mhm.
actually will come to you now.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah,
Oh, very
that's pretty
cool.
I think I want to try it this year.
I don't.
Another business.
Oh, it makes good
We're
money.
missing-
It
we're
really
missing
does. They
out
have
on
it
all
in
this sort of
Vegas,
stuff.
and now it just started here. So
No, I have a friend that I actually talked to. Sorry, totally brain fart because I was looking at the fire.
fire.
Fire. A friend a couple years ago, she became my friend. She posted in one of the Facebook groups like, "Hey, my group does a scavenger hunt. Would anyone have any like ideas that we could add to it?" And this is like when I first created my Facebook, my Instagram, stuff like that. And I was like, "Hey, like this sounds super fun. Would you open this up to like a group or like a bunch of people? Like I would totally be down to like collaborate on this so that we can get this all, together and get this list out to people. We'll make it a competition, blah, 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 blah." It turned into this whole damn thing, which I did not like the competition aspect of it. The list was fun to make, but the competition was miserable. So we won't do that again.
Another
But
reason why we
I
don't talk
met-
about that year.
What?
Another reason why we don't talk about that year.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was pretty
It's
bad.
all part of it.
But
Next
ultimately,
time,
long
Days
story
of Our
short,
Country Thunder.
when I made the scavenger
Story.
hunt list, and it was supposed to be for 2020 before COVID and all that kind of stuff, I actually had a guy that does that IV stuff reach out, and he's like, "Yeah, if you tell people, that."
You get a free IV.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Hey, let's do that for the 19th. So
It was like-
that's
$10 off or something, a package deal that he would give me or something, but
Oh, very cool.
no
very
one
cool.
really used it, or it didn't happen because of 2020. So,
Yeah.
wah, wah.
Well, sounds good. Well, keep
keep us posted.
Yeah, keep checking back with us. Kayla will do Country Thunder updates as they come in.
course.
They
I don't know if
alert on her phone first. She gets
Yeah.
them before anybody
Well,
else.
when
You'll
you-
find
if-
him on my Instagram before
I'm
you're going to
sh-
find him on
yeah.
here.
Yeah, no, I mean, but I'm
That's-
saying Kayla's gonna be talking about Country Thunder pretty much.
Dave-
I don't know about every week, but she'll be talking about it quite a bit between now and April.
She should.
So, of course. And again, she won't say, but I will. CTAZ Adventures.
CTAZ Adventures.
CTAZ
Adventures.
I hate that so
featuring
much.
Jamie.
She hates that. Okay.
CTAZ
All right.
Adventures.
All right. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this episode. Thanks to everyone for chiming in. Hopefully, this fireside chat thing isn't too loud. I don't know. I'm hearing a lot of background noise, but we'll see how it comes out in editing. Thanks again for joining us. Have a great week. We'll see you next time.